Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too.
Hola and welcome to Noche Latina, an NBA celebration of Latin heritage. A look at the Pistons starting group. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Webb in at the 4. And for the Bulls, we've got Zach Collins. Emmanuel Quickley is out there with Kobe White. Then there's Walker. And it's Big Dog in at the 3 slot. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Graham. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this. As a roller, Walker has soft hands for the catch, and he is aggressive.
Here's Cunningham. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Quickley. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
And how about the handles there from Quickley dancing his way around the defender.
About a minute into this first quarter. Webb passes to Ivy. Shoots over White. Ivy's shot is off. Pass to White. Outside Walker. The shot. Here's Big Dog. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by George. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. White, good.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Pass to Duren. And Collins with the big block. And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for him. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. It's Walker on the wing. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Here's Big Dog. Good! Another from 3.
And with every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. Here's Cunningham. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I love Cade Cunningham just playing this way. An electric player when he takes advantage.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
To the inside, George. And George with the jam.
Oh, that's why we've seen PG, remember, years ago in the dunk contest. Still showing you he's got ups.
White, the pass to Big Dog. The Pistons clear it. Last time they met in Detroit.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Good on the shot. Big Dog's got 7 points in the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Webb passes to Ivy. Rebound by the Bulls. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. Quickly outside. over Cunningham. And it's quickly with a miss.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Oh, there's the alley. Duren, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
White on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's quickly. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Walker with the steal. And now the Bulls in transition. Up the floor. And Collins with the slam.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was. Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Webb passes to Ivy. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Quickly passes to Big Dog. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. With a brief pause, here are the most difficult teams to score against over the last 10 games. In third, Chicago.
Well, over the past couple weeks, this defense has found itself locked in. They've played hungry and they've played physical.
Just 3 to shoot. Quickly from outside. Walker controls the rebound and the putback.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And it's Detroit with the ball. 11-point game. Cunningham passes to Ivy. George with it from behind the arc. George with another miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's White. Got it. Good job in the low post. White's got 5.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Chicago leading by 11. Quickly with the ball. And it's Ivy picking him up. And he banks in the layup.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Detroit calls timeout. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they were fancy, but they played knew and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Chicago making some changes. Luz Ellis is checked in for Collins. The Sumu comes in for White, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Quickly. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Duren. Thompson comes in for George. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Ivy. And Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Webb. Here's Holland. Launches a 3. Second shot opportunity. He got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. The Bulls. Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Your Bulls, Patrick Williams.
Alexander Walker with it. DeSumo picks him up. 6 to shoot. And here's Thompson for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. With the teardrop. And the layup is up and in.
They've controlled the paint so far.
That dividends, highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's Sasser driving in. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Big Dog, defended by Thompson. Big Dog passes to Williams. Here's Big Dog. Off target from outside. Pistons trail by 13. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Sasser outside. This one for 3. That shot is off.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Big Dog. And again, no good by Chicago. And the Pistons shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. The 3 ball. They get it back. Here's Webb. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Here's Big Dog. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Thompson. You know, in game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, VA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's Thompson. Still no points. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Brent, 2 of the best athletes in the league are brothers, Asar and Amin. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
That's good from White. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Setting the floor for the Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Durant out there with Holland. And it's George in at the 3. Small forward. Cunningham. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
What you get in Cade Cunningham is an oversized point guard who really knows how to use his size, see the floor, and initiate offense.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Yep, made the defense work extremely hard and did a nice job of getting any advantage they could against a team that shot it well.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Will. Big Dog in their last matchup against the Hornets was outstanding. He had 36 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
It really was some night for him. He couldn't have been much better, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., there was nothing they could do to contain him. Once he got rolling, it was game on.
And sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
Here's Cunningham. Collins with the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
White on the wing. To the paint. Here's Big Dog. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Chicago shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Ivy passes to Durant. Pass to Cunningham. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Holland. And it's Chicago with a board. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bulls leading by 22. Here's Big Dog. That one is off. Cunningham with some nice D. And the Pistons shooting just 28%. Lacking confidence on offense right now.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy. That's great recognition from Cade.
Quickly with the ball. He's coming off a 13-point game against Charlotte.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
Here's Holland. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Cunningham finds Ivy. Unloads. They get it again.
You have to put a body on Duren. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Pass to Big Dog. Lays it up and banks it in. Big Dog's got 9 points in the quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for text one another.
George for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. George has got 10 points.
Really no spot on the floor where George can't hurt you. What a versatile scorer.
Here's the 3. Outside White. Pass to Big Dog. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Paul George. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Pass to Cunningham. Powerful take from Cunningham.
And that's some force coming from your 6'7", 6'8" point guard. That's tough to stop.
Quickly, passes to Big Dog. Quickly with the ball. Guarded now by George. Here's Big Dog. He had a 36-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. Pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Hurting the defense right now is Zach Collins in these pick-and-roll sets.
Pistons trail by 17. George passes to Ivy. Here's Holland. George with it. There's the 3. And Detroit another 3.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And time now to give some credit to the teams that have been getting after it defensively since the All-Star break. Number 1, Chicago.
Back half of the year, they've been much more aggressive in creating turnovers, and their offense has really benefited.
Here's Collins, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Even with the defense all over him, Collins sticking with it.
Pass to Duren. That's tipped. Here's Big Dog. 19 points in the game. White on the wing. Inside. Ivy passes to George. Now here's Duren. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
He's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter. Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Cunningham against Quickly. Here's Webb. Coming off a 16-point game against the Heat in Miami.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Shot clock at 2. Holland can't hit. Bulls leading by 15. Pass to Quickly. It's tipped. Collins, no good.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And the dunk by Duren.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
Chicago has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Quickly passes to Big Dog. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Pass to Webb. On the wing, Ivy. He's guarded by White. 5 on the clock. Ivy against White. Ivy's shot is off. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
And so the ball out of bounds. Duren touched it last.
Basketball.
As we approach the postseason, let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at the Bulls. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at number 1 as the postseason approaches. And checking out Detroit, currently a ways below.
Checking out the Bulls, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Thompson gets a good look. Chicago grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Big Dog. 19 points in the game. The shot's good. Uzelis has got his second basket of the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allowed.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Chicago leading by 15. Big Dog passes to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Sasser. And he drops it in from the low post.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
Ball passes to Big Dog. Fires the 3. Rebound Detroit. Duren's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
2 minutes.
To the middle. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Dosunmu, the pass to Big Dog. Drains the triple. Big Dog's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Pass to Thompson. Down low. Again, the Pistons score.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Chicago leading by 14. Here's Big Dog. 22 points for him. Deflected.
Anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Here's Thompson. And he makes it on the layup. Thompson's got 9.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Dosunmu, the pass to Big Dog. Another 3 for Chicago.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Pass to Sasser.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you.
The clock runs out, and we are headed.
With a score, the Bulls 66, the Pistons 51.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Down by 15. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Nets. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Walker out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Emmanuel Quickley. Then it's Kobe White. And it's Big Dog in at the small forward position. That's the group for Billy Donovan getting going here in the second half. Pistons trail by 15. Ivey passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Here's Big Dog. The three-pointer off the mark.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. To the paint. Here's Collins. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 5 rebounds in the game. George for 3, finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Well, PG can get in the zone, and those zones can stretch for a long time.
Here's Big Dog. Doesn't go that time. And George with some nice D.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Chicago leading by 10. Inside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. George, right side. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. White, the pass to Big Dog. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. The finish! Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Ivey. That one's good for 2. Ivey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivey will not be stopped.
Quickly passes to Big Dog. Pass to Collins. Here's Big Dog. George defending. To the inside. Just 4 to shoot. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific move right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Holland, he's checked in for Detroit.
1 shot.
Here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And if you're looking for proficiency in scoring over the last month, look no further than this group. You take a look at White, topping the chart with his efficiency. And, of course, Zach Collins, just the model of efficiency.
Each of these two have been awesome offensively during the last month. Both great options from the floor.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Big Dog passes to Walker, and the jam by Walker.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Pistons trail by 11. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 12. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Pass to Big Dog. Fires the 3. Holland with a rebound.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half. And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Big Dog. 25 points in the game. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Herter's checked in for Collins.
Yeah, shooter's got to shoot, so when Herter gets the ball, he's not going to hesitate.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Webb. Here's Holland. Takes the 3. Walker pulls down the board.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Big Dog, good.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Now Ivy. He's got 6. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ivy's got 8.
Just finding room to go to work inside. Ivy really relies on his physical abilities to get a close-range shot.
When folks talk about Herter, you hear a lot about his movement, Brent.
Well, one thing you have to be in this league as a great shooter is willing to move without the basketball. It puts a lot of pressure on your primary defender, but it can open up some lanes for your teammates. Kevin Herter, an elite skill working without the ball. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Here's Big Dog. 27 points for him. And the jam by Walker. Great game for him. Double-double now.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Quickly against Cunningham. Kicks it to George. Fires for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
3 points.
Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game.
So consistent throughout the years from deep. That's what has made Paul George very special.
To the left wing. Here's Big Dog. George defending. Big Dog can't get it to go.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Chicago leading by 12. Inside, Walker. Rebound Detroit. And here's Cunningham. 12 points for him. Pass to Webb. On the wing, Ivy. Here's Webb, guarded by Quickly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Ivy from the arc. Walker pulls down the board. Walker's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Big Dog. Detroit with a rebound. Holland's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pistons trail by 12. Cunningham looking it over. Over quickly. And again, the Pistons missing. Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Big Dog. Pass to Walker. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Walker's got 12 points.
This is how Walker likes to play. He invites contact and he dishes it out.
Detroit calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
So Chicago ends up going with a new group. Pass to Alexander Walker. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Holland. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Assisted by
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Back to Ball. Pass to DeSumo. Ball outside. Here's Buzelis. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Williams. Holland with a rebound. Holland's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the paint. And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things. Playing a...
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then there's Jalen Duren. Then it's Asar Thompson. And it's Webb in at the four. Ivy up top. He's guarded by White. Here's Cunningham. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And Cunningham looking confident down low, just understanding if he takes his time, he can get the job done.
Here's Big Dog, defended by Thompson. Big Dog passes to Walker. Leans. Here's Big Dog. That three's off the mark.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Quickly against Cunningham. Quickly passes to Big Dog. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Nice D from Thompson. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, Asar Thompson is a proficient passer.
Chicago leading by 7. Throws it up high. And the jam by Walker.
Go up and get it, young man. Walker's terrifying when he's attacking the rim.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Ivy outside. Pass to Webb. And here's Ivy. To the middle. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. White, the pass to Big Dog. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I said before, the layup, when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Quickly. Tries again. Cunningham with some nice D. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Ivy. Quickly against Cunningham. From 9 feet out. Chicago with a rebound. Walker's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Big Dog, defended by Thompson. Back to Walker. And stolen by Cunningham. To the inside, Webb. And that one is hammered home.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. George, he's checked in for the Pistons. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Big Dog. Left side Walker. Three-pointer. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
No hesitation. Nice work by Walker, not overthinking it.
Cunningham against Quickly. The open shot, Cunningham. Perfection. Beautiful stroke. Bulls leading by 6. Here's Quickly. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
The halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's George. Second chance shot. Inside. Thompson's shot is off.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Here's Big Dog, defended by Thompson. George with a steal. Only one man back on D. On up the court. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Chicago has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Here's Big Dog, defended by Thompson. Big Dog passes to Collins. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
Ivy outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then Friday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against Los Angeles, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more even pairing in the league. That one promises to be a really closely fought battle.
Here's Big Dog. Shot clock at 5. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Good job attacking the rim right there from the big man, Collins.
Pistons trail by 10. George with it. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Quickly. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Chicago leading by 12. Here's Big Dog. Down low, Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Detroit calls timeout.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
A timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Big Dog passes to Collins. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Even under some pressure there, Zach Collins able to stay with it and score.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. Here's Webb. Thompson outside. George for three. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, PA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised you didn't come up with something a little more creative. Ivy against White. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It's so tough to contain Ivy's young athleticism. He goes right at the defense hard and gets the contact.
Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Brent, we've seen Quickly step up as a team leader since he came into the league.
Well, he's had tremendous confidence in what it is that he brings to a basketball team from the very beginning. It's taken him a little bit of time to gain that in the NBA setting, but he is now asserting himself as a floor general.
Pass to Ivy. The three is up. Offensive rebound. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
Such a great offensive rebounder. It's so hard to keep Jalen Duren off the glass there.
To the paint. Here's Collins. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Cunningham outside. Pass to Duren. And there's the drive. Shoots over Collins. And again, it's Detroit.
They're almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow. Just wow.
To the middle. Here's Big Dog. And the layup is good off the glass. Big Dog's got 33.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to George. Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance. George has got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Outside Walker. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Ivy passes to Duren. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Detroit with the ball. Webb passes to Duren. Now here's Cunningham, guarded by Quickly. And that one's long. Chicago leading by 8. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
An NBA player with a football body. Jarris Walker is so tough to guard. I mean, he's creating serious matchup problems here tonight.
Right wing. George for three. The Pistons rebound. Duren is good.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 22 was their biggest lead. Pass to Big Dog. Oh, George with a steal. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and the willingness to do that has paid off.
1:44 left in the fourth quarter. From 13, shot is good, off the back rim and in.
Some retro action from